My children, the lords of layers and lore are coming to devour our world. Salvation lies not in the light, but in you.
Hello, my name is Morgan.
Hello, my name is Charles.
We tell the stories of your favorite characters.
And we bring them to life through 3D printing and painting.
This is Layers and Lore.
What if the greatest villain in Diablo wasn't a demon, an angel, or even the prime evils themselves? What if she was the mother of humanity? Being a being.
Third sentence.
A being who helped create the world, challenged heaven and hell, and believed she alone could save existence from destruction. This is the story of Lilith, one of the most important and complex characters in Diablo lore. A figure worshipped as a goddess, feared as a monster, and remembered as the mother of sanctuary. Sanctuary! But was Lilith truly evil, or was she the only one willing to do what was necessary? Let's dive into the complete history of Lilith.
To understand Lilith, we first need to look at her oranges.
We're not looking at her oranges?
First sentence. Origins. Lilith was born in the burning hells as the daughter of the prime evil.
Mephisto.
Yes. The Lord of Hatred. The burning hells were locked in an endless conflict against the high heavens in a war known as the Eternal Conflict. For countless ages, angels and demons battled each other with no possibility of victory. Neither side could gain a permanent advantage. The war simply continued forever. Unlike many demons, Lilith grew tired of this endless struggle. She saw the conflict as pointless. No matter how many victories either side achieved, everything eventually returned to the same stalemate. The same stalemate. This perspective would ultimately change the fate of the entire Diablo universe, because while others focused on war, Lilith began searching for another path.
Among the angels of heaven was a powerful archangel named Inarius. Inarius. Like Lilith, Inarius had become weary of the eternal conflict. He no longer wished to fight. He wanted escape. At some point, Lilith and Inarius encountered one another. Despite being enemies by nature, they shared a common belief: the war had to end. Their relationship eventually became romantic, one of the most unusual alliances in all of Diablo lore. Together, they began gathering like-minded angels and demons who were also exhausted by the conflict. These renegades sought something unprecedented, a place where they could live beyond the reach of heaven and hell, a place of peace, a place called Sanctuary. Sanctuary!
Using an immensely powerful artifact known as the World Stone, Inarius and Lilith created an entirely new world, Sanctuary. Oh no. This hidden realm existed outside the awareness of both heaven and hell. For the first time, angels and demons escaped the eternal conflict. The renegades settled in their new home and began building lives together. What happened next would alter creation forever. Angels and demons began having children. These offspring became known as the
Nephalem?
Cool. The first generation of
Nephalem
possessed incredible power. In fact, they were potentially stronger than both angels and demons. Some possessed godlike abilities beyond anything seen in either heaven or hell. When the other renegades realized how powerful the
Nephalem
were becoming, fear spread throughout Sanctuary. Many worried that these beings could destroy everything. Some proposed eliminating the
Nephalem
before they became too dangerous. And that is where Lilith's protective instincts emerged. At this point, Lilith wasn't a conqueror. She wasn't a villain. She was a mother. But the lengths she would go to protect her children would transform her into something far darker.
Lilith viewed the Nephilim differently from everyone else. She saw them as the future, not merely children, but beings capable of ending the eternal conflict forever. When other renegades discussed destroying the Nephilim, Lilith responded with extreme violence. According to Diablo lore, she slaughtered many of the renegade angels and demons who threatened her children. Her actions horrified Inarius. While he loved Lilith, he feared what she was becoming. The relationship between the creators of Sanctuary began to collapse. Inarius believed peace required limiting the power of the Nephilim. Lilith believed their power should be embraced. The disagreement became irreconcilable. Eventually, Inarius chose to banish Lilith from Sanctuary. Using powerful magic connected to the World Stone, he cast her into the void. The Mother of Sanctuary was gone, but her influence would never truly disappear.
After Lilith's banishment, Inarius grew increasingly concerned about the
Nephilim.
Thank you.
I was lost there for a second. I wasn't watching.
Their power continued to grow. Fearing what they might become, he altered the World Stone. Its energy slowly suppressed the abilities of the
Nephilim.
Generation after generation. Over time, humanity forgot its true origins.
Nephilim.
The descendants of the
Nephilim
became weaker. Their godlike powers faded. Eventually, humans no longer understood what they truly were. This suppression changed the course of history. The beings who could have rivaled angels and demons became ordinary mortals, at least for a time, because Lilith had never abandoned her vision. And one day she would return.
Thousands of years later, Lilith found a way back into Sanctuary. Her return occurred during one of the most important periods in Diablo history, known as the Sin War. By this time, Heaven and Hell had discovered Sanctuary's existence. The secret world was no longer hidden. Lilith began manipulating events behind the scenes. She sought to awaken humanity's dormant Nephilim powers. One of the key figures she influenced was Aldician Aldiomed. Hey, Aldician, I can, yeah, that's fine. Aldiomed, I don't know. Aldician became one of the most powerful Nephilim ever known. Through him, Lilith hoped humanity would rise and defeat both heaven and hell. Her ultimate goal remained unchanged and the eternal conflict end. Her ultimate goal remained unchanged, end the eternal conflict forever. But her methods became increasingly ruthless. Lilith was willing to use, manipulate, and sacrifice others to achieve her objectives. Even those she claimed to protect. This growing obsession revealed a recurring trait. Lilith genuinely cared about humanity, but she also wanted control over humanity. The line between salvation and domination became blurred. Here's where Lilith becomes one of Diablo's most fascinating characters, because unlike Diablo, Baal, or Mephisto, she doesn't simply want destruction. She believes it's right, and that's what makes her so dangerous.
The Sin War ended with catastrophic consequences. Humanity demonstrated power that terrified both angels and demons. The high heavens debated whether humanity should be destroyed entirely. Many angels considered mankind too dangerous to exist. Others believed humanity deserved a chance. The deciding vote ultimately came from the archangel Tyrell. Yes?
Tyrell?
Tyrell argued that humanity should survive.
Yes, side, Tyrell.
His decision.
I can't do it.
His decision saved the human race. Lilith, however, disappeared once again from the center stage of history. For centuries, she remained absent. Legends endured, cults worshipped her. Stories spread about the mother of Sanctuary, but her greatest return was still to come.
Lilith became the central figure of the events depicted in Diablo IV. Following the destruction of the World Stone, you got me saying Woodstone.
Yeah, I see.
Following the destruction of the World Stone during the earlier Diablo events, the balance of power in Sanctuary shifted dramatically. A group of cultists performed a dark ritual. Using the blood of willing sacrifices, they summoned Lilith back into Sanctuary. Her arrival immediately transformed the world. People fell under her influence. Ancient cults resurfaced, violence and fanaticism spread. Yet, Lilith's return was not simply about conquest. She believed Sanctuary faced extinction. The prime evils remained a threat. The forces of hell were regrouping. Humanity was vulnerable. Once again, Lilith believed only she could save it. Her solution? Awaken humanity's hidden potential and unite Sanctuary under her rule. To many, this sounded like salvation. To others, it was tyranny.
One of the biggest revelations in Diablo IV is that Lilith's ambitions were larger than simple domination. She sought power capable of challenging hell itself. Specifically, she intended to claim the legacy and power associated with her father,
Mephisto.
Lilith believed that humanity must become strong enough to stand independently. No angels, no demons, no masters. At first glance, this sounds noble, but Lilith consistently demonstrated a willingness to achieve these goals through fear, manipulation, murder, and coercion. She inspired devotion by exploiting human weakness. She empowered followers while corrupting them, so like influencers.
Yeah.
She promised freedom while demanding obedience. This contradiction sits at the heart of her character. Lilith often speaks like a liberator, but acts like a conqueror.
Throughout Diablo IV, heroes gradually uncover Lilith's plans. The conflict culminates in a direct confrontation. Despite her immense power and influence, Lilith is ultimately defeated. Yet even in defeat, her legacy remains complicated. Unlike many Diablo villains, her arguments are not entirely without merit. Sanctuary truly is trapped between heaven and hell. Humanity truly is manipulated by forces beyond its control, and humanity does possess hidden potential inherited from the Nephalem. Lilith simply believed that only she could guide that future. Whether that future would have been salvation or dictatorship remains one of the biggest questions in Diablo lore.
Lilith stands apart from nearly every major antagonist in the Diablo universe. She is not merely a demon seeking destruction. She is a creator, a revolutionary, a mother, visionary. And depending on your perspective, either humanity's greatest protector or its greatest threat, she helped create Sanctuary. She gave rise to humanity. She challenged both heaven and hell, and her actions shaped nearly every major event in Diablo history. Even after her defeat, the questions she raised continue to linger. Can humanity truly stand on its own? Can the eternal conflict ever end? And was Lilith wrong, or simply willing to do what no one else would? One thing is certain, without Lilith, there would be no Sanctuary, no humanity, and no Diablo story as we know it. Because before there were heroes, angels, or demons battling for the fate of the world, there was Lilith, the mother of Sanctuary.
Sanctuary!
All right, that's good done. So, like, subscribe, comment, share.
Tell us where we went wrong, because I know we probably did.
Yes, I've never played the game. So
Me neither, actually.
No. So, let us know. Okay, bye.
Bye.